here we are on the gate. Look at that beautiful red plate right there. A much smaller class than usual, although it's still going to be a bit chaotic.
You know, on our top five in points right now, we got Mountain Drew, number one, and then Topas running number two. Astronomer, is that right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, El Astronomer. That's
Yeah,
the
he's in
guy.
third, and then LBG 140 number four, and Gustavo is rounding out the top five right now.
It is going to be a very interesting race. I actually don't see El Astronomer in there today. But the gate is underway here for Moto 1 of the D class at Ironman. Paradox looking to get a really good jump with Zach right behind him. Gustavo sitting in third. Paradox is gonna get the whole shot, and he's gonna want some redemption after that Washington race last week. Coming in, our current points leader sitting in fourth, coming up the hill. Mountain Drew. We got Bean.
And Paradox is down and stuck in the
Oh,
fence. That
that's
is going to
not
be a
what you
rough
want.
way to go. But still early on the moto, we still got plenty of time to come back.
Plenty. Oh, and Gustavo's gonna go down and down again. Those hills are a terrible spot to go down. Zach is gonna go down as well. So Mountain Drew, the current points leader, is gonna take the lead with LBG right behind him, and Cal Naughton sitting in third.
One thing I'd like to mention about Paradox, what happened to him, man, he got stuck in the fence in the worst time possible. He had a big pack coming through, so he could not even get back up. The track was not clearing the whole time.
Ooh, LGB
Oh, and
washes
LBG
out,
goes down.
and
Oh, and then
Cal
he
Naughton
takes...
hits him. So spots are gonna change again. Bean and J20 Extreme, they're battling it out for second place now. And this is just giving Drew plenty of space, plenty of breathing room here as he's holding that first position. But just nightmares in this corner. Where has Paradox ended up?
Paradox actually went down on that downhill after he got stuck at the fence, so he has got a lot of making up to do to catch back up to everybody.
And there he is. The season 1 champion, holding down last place, but still a little less than 13 minutes to go. That's a lot of time, and as we saw in the F and E classes, well, things like to change, especially as this track gets all rutted up.
Yeah, just touching on that topic there, Navo, that's a key thing about this track is these outside ruts that these riders are going to take to try to make this uphill on this 250 is going to get super deep, and it's going to be tough to stay in these ruts and not go down and stuff the front end because it happened numerous times to a lot of riders last night in the ENF class.
Oh, it looks like Cal's taking the inside. Is he going to make it? No, he opts to double, and it actually worked out for him. And LGB is now going to move into the third spot with, I believe, that was Bean who went, or J20 who went down, apologies. So now it is, well, it was going to be a battle for second. But poor LGB ghost riding a bit there. So it is looking Drew number 1, Cal Naughton in second, J20 in third, with Dalton sitting right behind him. Oh, Dalton's going to case there a bit. He's going to give up 2 spots to Murray and LBG. But the story right now, Mountain Drew holding a very commanding lead as we come into the second lap of this first moto. Let's see here, let's see what the dual cam's looking. Oh, maybe. There it goes. So there is our timing and scoring on the dual cam there. Thanks to good old Resolute Kraken.
Dalton has been taken out 4 times before crossing the finish line,
Oh, that
and
is
and he was in the double before it and got taken out 4 times.
Yeah, that is not what you want. Still pretty good battle here for third place here. Fourth and fifth place got some battles as well. And you can already start to see that those outsides of these corners are already really starting to get rutted up. And it gets bad in Moto 2. It's going to be real deep. People are going to try to hit things differently, and it's going to lead people to make mistakes on those uphill triples.
Meanwhile, out front, Mountain Drew is straight up just flowing, man. He is feeling this. He's got a really good lead right now. The main thing for him to do is just keep his head on his shoulders, keep his focus forward, and just hit his lines, man. He has got a big gap between him and second place.
We had a pretty good battle. Look for fourth place there between Connor and Quakes, and Quakes is going to go down. LGB is going to take his spot. Big Rick coming in, I believe that is sixth place, following this little pain train here, right behind Murray. So Connor and Murray battling it out here for third. And Connor's going to go on the inside. Is he going to get a better drive? He's going to stay lower on the finish, but Murray lands it a lot cleaner and is able to keep his momentum. So Connor's going to drop back just a little bit. And right behind Connor comes the LBG. One mistake for either. Ooh, Connor. Connor makes a long, real fast pass on Murray. Murray makes a mistake on the single going into the corner. And now LBG is going to take his spot. Go ahead there, Pibbert. Sorry, cut you off there.
Oh, you're good, man. I was just going to add that Mountain Drew actually went down in that sweeper, the hole shot. So that allowed that gap to close up a little bit, but he's back up going and flowing really smooth now, so I think he's going to maintain a pretty decent lead here.
Let's go.
Hey, Navo, how do you get the riders' names to show up above their bikes?
Hit slash on your notepad.
There we go. Couldn't remember what it was. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're going to go back to this here. Yeah, I think for the dual cam here, I might just need to eventually invest in a third monitor to have so many things going on.
It was a heck of a battle for really third place all the way through 7th, 8th.
7th and 8th. Let's see.
There's a big train, everybody coming in.
Yeah, LBG is leading that train, and there's just a ton of riders packed in behind him battling for position right now. You know, these guys last week put on a phenomenal show both in this class and C class. So from what we're seeing right now, it looks like tonight could be another one of those nights.
It absolutely can. So it looks like Dark is holding up that 5th position with Quakes, Murray, J20 right behind him. And Charlie coming in just a little bit farther behind, but it is a literal pain train at the back there. Mountain Drew currently holding about 12 seconds ahead of second place. So he is keeping it real clean.
Navo, I just want to take a minute to say that Mountain Drew's good start and his clean track in front of him is allowing him to run anywhere between, well, his last lap was a 156, but his best lap is a 152. You've got LBG in 3rd place, Dark in 5th place, Big Rick in 10th place, who are all running 152s as well. And then you've got Paradox and Charlie in the back of the pack who are running 153s. So even though Drew has got a pretty sizable gap between himself and second, that's just a tribute to what, you know, a
Good
good hole
start
shot
can get
and a clean race can get you, because he's got guys that are running just as fast as him, hard charging through the pack, trying to catch up to him right now.
Well, right now LBG is catching Cal quick. He's found something here that he's latched on to Cal's lines, and he's closing that gap quick. But right behind him is who is that? It's Connor. Connor
That's
actually
Connor.
looking to make a pass here. Oh, and he goes down.
Gonna go down. So LBG just has to focus on Cal here. And he is running the quicker lap times too. Cal fastest with a 153 and LBG with a 152. So as long as he keeps it clean and doesn't make any good mistakes, he has a very good chance of catching him and passing him for that second place spot.
Thing about being the chaser here is he gets to see where he's going, what he's doing, and being able to capitalize on any mistakes that he's going to make. So he just needs to stay locked on and focused and try to find a good position to make a pass here shortly.
Man, but Connor done wrecked and got back up and is charging. I feel like he's done caught him.
I mean, just about, maybe sitting maybe 2 seconds behind him after that incident. But even then, Dark's starting to come up and gain some time on him. You guys can see already just how rutted these outside lines on these sweepers are starting to get. And it's only going to get worse as the motos progress. And there's Paradox. So Paradox still making a good charge. And I said something and he goes down. That is unfortunately how it works.
Commentator curse.
Every time, especially with Paradox. The camera just is not his friend. Meanwhile, Quake's starting to really make
And
some
Cal
time on
made a
Big Rick.
huge mistake there, and that's going to allow both. No, Connor did not actually get to pass him there. But that is going to give the position to LBG there. Sorry, Navo, go ahead.
No, you were absolutely fine.
I don't know if y'all have noticed,
So,
but
and
LBG goes down. He
in the
pulled the
sand.
front wheel there.
they've caught up to Mountain Drew just a little bit. It's down to 7 seconds now.
Yeah, some good time being made up by our other 2 podium positions. And that's either maybe Drew might have made a few mistakes or went down, but about 7 seconds from the previous 12. But here we
Is
are.
Connor going to go for the... No, he doesn't. I thought he
No,
might... Oh, and he goes down.
He goes down. So that was the battle for second place, and now Dark has moved himself into a podium position. And look at that. The Cal should just be able to see him now, so he knows he is gaining some time on him. Look at that. Ooh, Cal getting a little squirrely over the triple. Connor starting, really trying to make some time back up, losing that podium position. And there is Charlie, and there is LBG, who was in second until a big mistake cost him about 3 places now. Let's see. Now over here, Murray and Dalton, I believe this is the battle for 9th place. Dalton's going to take the outside and is going to make a very clean pass there. There's J20 and Paradox sitting around 11th. Paradox looking to make a move on him.
That was an interesting line there. Dark actually took the inside before the sand section there. I think that's the first I've seen anybody do that in this race.
I find it's a very rare occurrence to see people taking the inside on that, because you have to brake so much in order for you not to fly over that little roller in there.
It seems to be working for him though. He actually gapped Connor just a little bit, and I think he's on a hard charge here to catch. Oh, and Cal goes
Cal's
down.
Gonna go down. Ooh, I think
Connor's
Connor.
going for the pass.
Yeah, Connor missed the roller before the hill there, so he's probably going to get a cut for that.
I think he
And I
had
believe-
to just to go around Cal Knott.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Dark on that uphill, he actually landed on the rear fender of Connor, so that's that put him down. Now he's gonna have some heat here from Charlie behind him.
Absolutely. So unfortunately, I mean, we can be very sympathetic as commentators for having to cut the track to miss a giant wreck, but unfortunately, the game is not as sympathetic.
For sure.
Coming up, let's go on board here with Dark. And a little heel clicker over the tabletop. Not. I don't think it's big as X Games as El Astronomer's backflips, but it sure is fun to watch. So Dark fastest lap sitting a 151. So far, that is looking like he is holding down the fastest lap currently, but Connor is not that much slower behind him.
About to say, they keep chipping away at Mountain Drew's lead. It's done down to 6.5 now.
But only 2 laps here left to go in Moto 1 of the D class. So if Connor and Dark plan on making a move, they have got to do it now. Oh, and Drew's going to go over the berm on the downhill. Connor's going to make up a good amount of time.
And that goes back to what we were talking about, man. These outside ruts, they're gonna get deep, they're gonna get bumpy, and it's gonna be hard to keep from stuff at the front end. So these guys are gonna have to be on top of their game to stay up and not make any mistakes to cost themselves positions.
Yeah, because it is only going to get worse. So now here we go, the battle for the lead here with less than 2 laps. These classes never fail to entertain.
I think Connor is gonna have the speed to get around Drew. The way he's looking right now, man, he is hungry. He's locked onto the back end of him. I think he might try to make a pass here when we go past the sand section.
Oh,
When he
he's
makes a
gonna
mistake,
blow
it
the
goes into the
berm.
fence.
He's going to blow the berm. Now Dark is going to take the second spot, so can Dark possibly make a move here? And we are on the last lap.
Dark looks to have cuts, by the way.
Oh, and that is not what you want to see. But here we go on the final lap.
Excuse me, he does not have cuts. That I can see, but it looks like it's showing him in third place, isn't it?
So Big Rick and Charlie's got a good battle
Oh,
for
and
fourth
Drew!
going on.
Drew's going to go down. He goes down. Dark is going to take the lead.
And they're gonna be close to side by side up here. Let's see what Drew does. His best bet here is to go. Oh man, I would have made an aggressive pass there. I would have pushed a little bit further inside and been next to him on his downhill.
Oh, man.
And Drew's led every lap.
Let me
So-
go back. Sorry, but Dark does have 1 penalty, a 5-second penalty. So
1 5-second penalty, so he's going to need to put a small gap on Connor. Oh, very unfortunate for Drew. Well, there's still about quarter of the track left, so either one of these guys could make a mistake.
Yeah, because that's the thing with racing, man. Oh, and Mountain Drew goes down again, man. This is just unfortunate for him.
So coming up to our current race leader on the last rhythm section here. And Connor really trying to close in that gap as close as he can. I'm not sure if Connor has cuts though.
Last I checked, he did not. So I'm thinking he should take the first place position here, unless he just got
Yeah.
some.
So as it stands now, Dark is going to take the checkered, but Connor is actually going to take the win due to the cuts. And poor Mountain Drew led the entire race. Unfortunately, it falls away on the last lap. Charlie coming in here in 4th. Go back out here. Big Rick. Cal Naughton. Another guy who led a lot. Ooh, Dalton's going to go down right at the finish. And here comes Paradox and Quakes. So Paradox is going to take 8th. Quakes is going to take 9th. And Dalton is going to round out your top 10 there.
What a ride from Paradox, though, to have all the trouble he had at the beginning, to get stuck in the fence, have to let everybody go past him before he could get back on track, and to come back and finish 8th place. That was a good ride for him.
Good ride for him.
Definitely gets the Hard Charger award.
Yeah, some real heartbreaks, though, in this race. There's Beans going to take 13th. J20 coming in 14th. Zach in 15th. Joe Bolin in... Oh, actually, John Bolin's actually going to take 15th. Zach taking 16th. And Ben finishing out. But Ben's going to actually grab the 15th spot from both John and Bolin. So your winner, Connor of the Mick Monster Kawasaki. Where did he go? He might be doing a victory lap. Oh, nope, there he is.
Box, did you get the results?
Whew.
So Dalton actually had the quick time of the race on lap 7. He threw down a 150.9.